The present is entirely made up of the past, but it doesn't define you of the future. Only you do that. You shouldn't be scared to dream big, but you should be terrified to keep living in the past, doing the things today in your present that have not worked for you. Only thing that matters is now and what I do moving forward. But if I don't know where I'm moving to, I don't know what I want to be known for, I don't know what I want to be successful at, I'm lost and I'm just meandering around blaming the world for it, I'll never get to anywhere. You see, you don't need to go ask anybody permission about who you're going to be in 10 years. You don't need to go poll, what do you think I ought to do? What do you think I ought to say? It's nobody's frickin' business what you think of and commit yourself to, and it's none of your business what other people think of you because you can't control their thoughts. So the question isn't who you are and what you've done. I don't even care if you've had success. That's not the question. In fact, if you've had a lot of success to now, you should 10x that success by doing this because you'll just be that much more focused, which is why Grant wrote the 10x rule. Sell or be sold, so that you can either be selling yourself and selling everyone around you, or you're automatically being sold. You just don't know it. And now the 10X rule. Whatever you set as your goals and your objectives, you're going to hit them if you're serious about it. So you might as well 10X them. And when you get there, 10X them again. Because you had the talent to do it. And now you know it. So don't move away from it. Do it again. And if the impact is about other people and changing lives, you want to impact as many lives as possible. I get asked, why do you fly all over the world now doing 110 events a year and still running operating companies and all these things and working with employees? It's because it's my duty, which is why Grant says success is your duty. It's your responsibility. If you have the skill, if you have the ability, then you must do it and help others find it, which leads me to help you because I can. And it's my responsibility. It's my duty. It's my passion. So I just want to give you a little permission to just find this for yourself. The present is entirely made up of the past, but it doesn't define you of the future. Only you do that. Because you have to go from up here looking down, being honest with yourself on all your past mistakes, and then you move to the other side and you're over here, that's the bad version of you. That's, oh my God, oh my pity, emotion. Just let it go. Just no judgment. Conversely, when you move to the other side and start painting your picture of 10 years from now and you get really clear and really defined, don't judge it either. Don't say I'm not worthy, it's not real. Forget all that shit. That's all. That's you moving back to the past, being projected on by everybody else about lowering expectations, become normal, become average. You got to recognize it. That's the enemy. Because I'm going to be here in 10 years, and that's the real me, and I have the power to choose. So that's how it happens. Anything short of that is an accident. Past, learn from your mistakes. Don't judge them. Don't be emotional. Future, be really crystal clear what they're saying about you, what you have done, what you are doing, the lives you're changing, the impact you're creating. If you want to write in there that you've bought yourself a 350-foot yacht, you have an arsenal of airplanes and jets, you're changing the world, you can drop off supplies to hurricane victims, you can throw shit out of the back of your airplane because you have one. See, it doesn't just have to be about the things you have, it could be about how you use the things you have to help humanity. That's okay. You shouldn't be scared to dream big, but you should be terrified to keep living in the past, doing the things that have not worked for you. In 10 years from now, what are they saying about your ability to work with all people and how you manage to be an example to everyone and gain respect of everyone around you and have people want to be around you because you lift them up, you make them feel better, you help them understand that they have the capacity to do great things. You have to define what they're going to be saying about you in 10 years. And then when you come back to your present moment, the only way to do that is to always be the best version of your driver self and not be in your basement, the worst version. And you have to be in control of you because you can't control anybody else and no one else can control anybody but themselves. What question is what are you doing with you? It is always going to be about who are you. If you're the best version of yourself and you're helping others and you're hitting your targets for what they're saying about you in the future because you're a great person and you can lead all personalities because you are an example of what being the best version of yourself. And when you're not, you apologize and you go back and show people that this is where you went wrong. And how you grow and scale is acknowledge your mistakes. And you would ask them, hey, I think we'll all do better and feel better if we all just admit when we screw up and then we all just be the best version of ourselves the best we can because we're preparing ourselves to do it. Let me show you how I've done that. And so you don't have to worry about how to deal with anybody else because you're still trying to figure out how to deal with you. Well, it's not them learning, it's you not learning. They would learn. Anybody around you, when you change you, will say, everything about you is changing. How do I do it? And you say, you have to change you, just like I had to change me, because there is no other way to do it. So anytime, as a safety check for all of you, anytime you start a conversation with somebody else, you're the actual problem, because you have to change. So everything outside of your life can change. And you're either pulling people towards you or you're pushing them away. And if there's tension, it's because you put tension there. Because if you're succeeding and you're flourishing and you're prospering and you're clear and you're working out every day and your mental acuity and you're reading and you're pushing forward, it'll be so uncomfortable for the people who don't want to live that way, they'll just leave. You don't have to say anything to them because you're not living up to your own expectations. So instead of projecting your failures and faults on them, why don't you hit all your targets and do all your things right and accomplish your goals? And then you will accumulate people that will be able to see and clearly understand how that magic works. You're dragging people right now when really you just need to push yourself.